As deer hunters, our seasons are defined by a collection of moments in the fall. This year, I'm pushing myself to the limits and trying to kill 4 bucks in 4 states in 4 months. Feeling bucky. Feeling lucky and feeling bucky. Let's see if I have what it takes. Welcome to the 4 for 4 tour. Get ready. Coming into this trip, I was riding high. With 2 tags already filled before the end of October, I felt unstoppable. And now, I had over 2 weeks to dedicate to the rut in a place that hunters dream about, Kansas.
He's over here, coming at this tree. Let's go.
But if I was being honest, my last trip to Kansas left me underwhelmed. The hype didn't hold up. Too many hunters, too few deer, and even fewer mature buck encounters. This time though, I was ready. I had more time, more experience, and a much sharper game plan. In my mind, this tag wasn't just a possibility, it felt like a sure thing. $15, that was like, oh.
Made it.
Adrian,
Hey.
this is my dad.
How you doing? Yeah, you too.
Dang, that was a long drive for you guys.
Yeah, you ready to kill some big bucks?
Just one. I'm not greedy.
Let's see.
What's the update?
The update is it's 12:30. Just drove for 14 or 15 hours, and we're trying to figure out where we're gonna go road scout in the morning. So we got a million pins dropped and just sorting through where we're gonna go and where my dad's gonna go. Trying to hopefully have my dad shoot his biggest buck ever. Actually, his second biggest buck ever, because last year he shot one that would be pretty hard to top in Ohio, but yeah, game on. We'll gas up for a full day of driving around and maybe not even getting out of the car.
Yeah, we literally just got done saying that looks really good.
We're 2 for 2 on spot so far. That's a cow out there. Oh, there's a deer on the field. Might be a buck. Another doe. You know there's gonna be bucks in there.
Yeah.
5 does? Dude, last time when I was in Kansas, we'd be lucky to see 5 deer in an entire day driving around. We'll have to check the radar, and if the rain holds off, we're gonna have to go in and try to find a spot to set up in some of these spots.
Yeah. What's this guy's name?
Huh?
We gotta name this thing.
What do you think? How about Deke?
Deke the deer? Sure.
Alright, you good? Well, our first rattling sequence scouting mission netted 0 deer sightings, but was definitely productive still. And we have 2 permissions lined up. We got to check those out still. One of them, I mean, they both look pretty good. And the thing about that is we can run cameras, so good chance sometime today we'll go out there and put some cameras up and just have those soak in the rest of the week. And then just keep doing what we're doing, trying to find good spots and big bucks. That's what we're after. And that's why there's a windmill here. This used to be like where they lived.
That's crazy.
Probably get a slice of pizza.
First stop of the trip.
Gotta get fueled up for the rut.
About to head in here for the first sit. Should be good. It's raining though right now. It's raining right now. Dead nuts.
It's another dead cow. There's a lot of those out here. There's a little bit more.
Just remember that I seen you over west, now you're parked here, but you ain't where you can hunt.
Sir, I'm looking at maps.
I know what you're doing. I just came from South Dakota, and I know what you're doing.
What do you think?
We did the same thing.
What do you think we're doing that's wrong?
Well, park where you need to and not on the road at the intersection. Teach your son a little bit better, all right?
That's not my
Think
son.
about that,
Okay.
all right?
Have a great day, sir. I think he's mad. Somebody pissed in his Wheaties.
What was he even trying to say?
I don't know. He thinks that we're trying to trespass or something. I'm not really sure. He's mad that I'm literally parked on a gravel side road looking at the maps. Jeez, dude. Dropping F-bombs at me. Called you my son. He's mad. They don't like non-residents, apparently. Should we go hunt by his house? He saw me over there, and now I'm over here. He thinks I'm just trying to sneak onto this guy's land. Mind-blowing. I think, so it's November 2nd, we're in Kansas. And we just found a standing bean field on the public. Coming off this really nice ridge. I think we're probably just gonna go up there and shoot a buck tonight. From the ground, which I've never shot a buck from the ground. And then probably go home tomorrow. Just kidding, that will not happen. We'll go home on Monday.
All right, let's go before this truck stops and talks to us. That is the warm up. That's a good start. She's bedded right there. That's right, didn't blow or anything. That's the first one we bumped, that's good. So it's gonna wrap around, and even if it tries to get downwind of the decoy, I mean, it's gonna get right here and we're gonna shoot him at 15 yards. I'm just a little worried that he's coming straight at us. We're gonna get picked off moving, so that's one reason why I'd like to be kind of off the side, but. Big buck. First day in Kansas is pretty sweet. I mean, that was a nice buck, dude. Yeah. Like, I would gladly shoot him in a week and a half. Yeah. I wasn't gonna shoot him on day one, though.
Yeah, that's a solid deer.
Dang.
He got, what, 10 yards to the decoy? He's like, this is not right.
And I could have shot him after, too. Oh, hey. Right in the same spot. Not a shooter, but he's a cool bug. You got him. I think he's like going downhill. I would totally shoot that buck like later in the trip. Like, dude, I think he's old. I think he's like going downhill. I think that's down there.
That's an ancient deer.
Dude, his face is white. You like decoy?
We just need a big one.
Dude, he was big.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was old. I looked
He's
at his
big,
neck and it's like, if he's that far down now, he's 9, 10 years
Dude,
old.
he's a giant.
Yeah, he's old.
Like, he might have actually been a 7 or 8 boy, but dude, he's a good giant 5 boy.
Day 2 here in Kansas. We are doing some road scouting. It's obviously light already. We had some severe thunderstorms last night, so we didn't get up this morning. And I didn't want to go drive around in the dark because there's flood warnings everywhere. But yesterday we were an hour east of where we're staying. Now we're heading an hour west of where we're staying. And just trying to build a circumference, a giant area of spots to hunt and really start narrowing down the kind of terrain where we want to hunt. And then we're just going to keep plugging away. But if it doesn't rain tonight, we're going to head into somewhere, probably do similar tactics as we did last night, see if we can't decoy in a big one. But it's November. We're in Kansas, anything can happen. I can't stress enough how much I like this bow case. Mystery Ranch. They make some cool stuff. All right, we're about to run into this bottom. We've been driving around, glassing. We hiked into a couple spots here, but this is one of the best looking areas. It has a lot of different rivers and creeks running through it, kind of coming together all at one central point. Looks like there might be some fields down there, but we're gonna go scout with the decoy. At some point we'll set up, do some rattling, see if we can't blind call something in. And then our eyes are just gonna be up, looking ahead of us, trying to get eyes on a movement, maybe a buck and a doe, and something that we can make a play on. But we're scouting, trying to figure out if this is an area we wanna come back to. Maybe we kill a buck right now, we don't know. But we're gonna get in here and see what we can't find. Well, we had set up our decoy and rattled. Sat here for about a half hour, rattled again, and then we were packing up and we're kind of standing up gathering our stuff, and a nice buck was in the wide open field over my shoulder at probably 60 yards sauce and went booking it. Not one we would have shot, but still cool. And then looked the other way and there's a coyote in the field. So Adrian was trying to call it in, but it looks like he turned around and went back into the woods. But we're gonna keep moving. There's another big funnel that we wanted to get to eventually, and that's probably where we're gonna end the night. So bucks, we've seen bucks. We've seen two, might have been the same buck we saw when we first landed here, but 2 bucks here so far otherwise. All right, we're about to rattle a buck out of this giant oxbow on the end of this cut cornfield. There's corn everywhere, so there's gotta be some deer. All right, so there's standing beans with like pockets of CRP in there.
Really?
And I'm like, dude, this looks like a place where a buck would take a doe and have her locked down. I see a whitetail, and I was looking for a while, couldn't really see anything. Then I see another whitetail, and then I see a big rack. And they were just kind of like moving through it.
Was it a good buck?
It might have been the first one that we rattled.
Like the 8.
He looked like a big 8. He looked darker though, but I don't think he was, I mean, he's a good buck. And who knows, we could probably go sit there right now and have some action. I don't know that I want to do that just yet, but yeah, but this spot, is a place that we could sit all day.
The days began to blur into one long, grinding effort. Each morning, we pushed ourselves to the edge, doing everything possible to create an opportunity.
It's about 12:30. The only action we've had is an armadillo at 15 yards and a hawk.
Day after day, the woods offered nothing. We kept telling ourselves it only takes one moment, one decision, one arrow, and everything could change. All the grueling hours, the aching muscles, the mental battles, it would all be worth it. But as the hours dragged on, optimism started to slip through our fingers. The pressure was suffocating. Every parking lot was full. Every spot we scouted already picked over. The thought started creeping in. Was our best chance the one we had on our very first hunt? Did we already let it slip away? Doubt hung heavy, but there was one undeniable truth. We were in Kansas. It was November, the peak of the rut, and no matter how bleak it felt, we knew anything could happen.
Oh, there's another buck right there.
Oh yeah, dude, he's a good one.
Dude, that's a stud.
Today, instead of sitting in a tree all day, we decided to hit some open country where there are visible deer. It's the lockdown, bucks are with those, and our goal is to find one that is on public and in a stalkable location, and then we basically have all day to try to get it done. So I think a decoy will be really effective if we can get into some type of proximity to these bucks. We'll see if we can pull it off. We already saw one nice buck and it just cracked daylight, and it ran onto private, but it has walk-in on 3 sides, so that's one we could potentially go after. We're gonna try to find a few more here, but man, it feels good. It's cold this morning, it's gonna get warm today, but hoping today is the day. We just keep telling ourselves one more day. Don't give up, just do it one more day, and one of these days it's gonna pay off. That looks like the one that we bumped out of the bed that's right there.
Yeah, you see a good one?
I thought I saw a giant one.
Oh, there's a good one to the right. There's gotta be a hot doe right here. There's three bucks.
Oh yeah, dude, that one's a shooter. Dude, that's walking right on the other side of that.
I know. That's a good 8 right there. Oh, dude, there's another buck right there just stood up.
Oh, dude, that one's a stud.
Dude, there's bucks
The
everywhere.
one on the right's a 9.
There's 4 bucks that I can see right here.
Dude, if they jump the fence, we might have to go.
The one on the left's a good deer too. Bro.
easy. I think we just got to get in the mix.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the most insane thing I've ever seen. That's why we're still here, dude. We've been waiting for this. This 8-point staying with the doe.
Can't tell which way she's looking. He's facing this way. We're taking a mid-morning break. We got a hot doe, multiple bucks, and we're waiting for them to hopefully bed down. We're waiting for the wind to pick up, and then we're gonna try to stalk in to probably about 80 yards. Set up the decoy and rattle. That's all we got right now, but it's been encouraging seeing there's 2 shooters, a big 10 and a 9, and then lots of satellite bucks, which honestly is gonna make it harder than it needs to be. But we're in the action. This is what I came here for. This is it. November 11th, baby.
Alright, so we snuck in here now, made it all the way up to this little shop. If we wouldn't have the decoy and all our other stuff with, we would try to get into this tree back here. But we got too much stuff to make it with that and not be spotted or make too much noise. So right now I think we're probably within like 120 yards of them bedded. So now it's just a waiting game.
Well, we still have all 4 arrows, and it's not quite dark, but what we think happened is the wind swirled. We did bump a deer out of this draw, and it wasn't really concerning to us. We didn't think the one deer running out of there didn't blow or anything. We thought they were pretty locked into this spot, but my guess is they probably smelled us at some point. The wind was a little sketchy. I wish I would have planned a little more for the wind. Hindsight's 2020. Haven't done a lot of this kind of stuff coming from Michigan and then Ohio, but we stalked up here with the decoy just to be sure they weren't in here. So we're gonna run back, grab our stuff, and while it's still light, drive around a little bit, see if we can't locate these bucks again or locate some bucks that we can go after in the morning. What we've seen so far is that these lockdown bucks are kind of staying in a general area. So we saw a buck this morning that we saw 2 mornings ago. So that's the plan, and then hopefully tomorrow we're gonna have high winds. We'll be able to get it done and have some more fun chasing bucks on the ground with decoys, but get it done this time. He's got like 6 or 7 times on the one side. Yeah, dude, lip curling. Shooter? Probably. How far are we from where that guy was? That's where I saw a buck that other day. The very first day.
We're gonna have to hurry. Literally like grab your bow and be out. I'm not sure if this is gonna help. 2 guys behind a little decoy wire. We spotted a pretty good buck. He was probably younger deer, but he had, I think, 6 points just on his right side. And we decided just to hop out and go running in after him. And he was kind of headed our way. We figured there was a decent chance that we'd collide with him at some point. Never did run into him, so he probably crossed the river before we did. So we're walking out, and man, that was fun. I want to do more of that. So if we can keep finding bucks cruising or locked down, we'll keep going after him and hopefully eventually finish the job. He didn't smell us. Hey, there's bucks in here. There's a shooter. That was a doe and went that way, and he went that way. He's going back 20 miles that whole time. Yeah.
We're all set up, and this is the setup that we're the most confident in so far. We're in this little cedar nest. It feels really good. We can shoot a lot, we can see a good amount, and it's a great funnel. But this is right where we bumped a good buck. Definite shooter, not sure exactly how big, but definite shooter. And we also bumped another deer over there. It's possible that that was the same deer and he ran over here and then we bumped him again, but I think it was 2 different deer. Maybe it was him and his doe, and he's gonna come back looking for his doe. I don't know. But we're gonna set up right here. This is kind of the area that everything comes together that we were trying to work our way towards anyways. So we're gonna set up, try to bump and dump this guy, and maybe he comes back, maybe another buck comes through. But either way, we're really digging this setup, and only time will tell what happens here. But feeling bucky, feeling lucky and feeling bucky. like a decent 2-year-old on the right.
Can you see this one?
Yeah, he's a dink. So it's just like a triple dink party.
Is that actually him?
He's got a big right side and a left side that doesn't have much going on.
You literally said, "Where's big non-tip?" And there he is.
What's he doing? He put his head down and he disappeared. Oh, there he is on the left.
How far?
He's over here, coming at this tree. Dude, let's get out. Just be super quiet.
Get your bow. Get your bow right now. He's right here. Get your bow.
We can't shoot him right here. This is a walk-in. Do not get busted. Yeah, he's not broke.
Dude, you gotta smoke him.
Oh, yeah. Still good. Super cool buck. We need him on. Dude, he was angled right towards me.
You could have literally shot him at 10 yards. That's crazy. He
You get some
covered
good-
that distance in no time.
You get some good footage.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, you were like, dude, let's find big non-typical. And then you're like, there he is.
So, but that just goes to show, like, dude, they stay in these areas. So if you locate a good buck, he's gonna be there. Go to the north, buddy, or whatever direction that is. I honestly don't know if it's north. Because if he goes in even the end of that cover there, we could probably rattle him out of the other end if the wind's decent. It's just, dude.
That's crazy.
So that Big Ten's probably not far too, because like he's been on the other side of the road the whole time, but there's not really much
This guy was
cover.
just cruising though. If we get up here and park, we could go down that fence line, set up there by those trees, and try to rattle him out, or at least be able to watch him. I can't believe he came that close.
Dude, he was right on. I was looking at him through the window of the car.
Yeah, me too. And he covered that ground just in no time.
Like there's a pretty good draw in there, so unless he's like up on top, he's not gonna see us. So I think we just hustle. Let's go. Let's go. He's looking. There he is. He's still looking at us. He's to the right of the dead trees. Oh, the doe. Oh, here's the doe or a little buck coming at us.
Yeah, that's the doe.
Dude, he might come right at us if that doe is close in the distance. Just don't move. We're gonna have to get closer. Okay, watch him. They're in the pasture. I caught a glimpse of the buck, but I'm not seeing him now. He's still right in the fence row.
Well, we're heading back to the car. We, man, that was exciting. We chased that buck all over this morning. Eventually, doe went running down this fence line, buck went running down the fence line, and they're on private right now. But, man, that was cool. He went in specifically for that buck, chased him around, hid behind old Pete there, and just didn't come together. But we drew blood. Unfortunately, it's all mine. I'm not sure quite what happened. I think I smashed my fingers rattling. But hopefully we can relocate him or go find another one who's out and about ready to fight. But I think the problem is he's not locked down. He's chasing these does around and they cover a lot of ground. When they're locked down, they stay in a really small area and it's really hard to bump them out of there. So if we can find that situation, we'd be in a lot better position to decoy him versus literally running through the fields chasing these deer. We were literally just running at them with the decoy. So fun, not sure how effective. I'm sure eventually we'd get it done doing it, but we have today and tomorrow left, and we're pulling out all stops. We're gonna use every tool we can to try to get one down, and we're gonna keep grinding, keep working. Those are the ones we saw this morning.
How big is he?
Maybe like 115 to 130.
Okay. Shooter or no?
I mean, if we can get in a good spot. It's just so open here. He's solid.
All right, so these deer have gotten up and rebedded a couple times now. And we don't have a great game plan. There's not a lot of grass, but there is this ditch that kind of runs from where we're at all the way into the pocket that they're in, and we've lost track. We can't see them from where we're at. So we're thinking they're in some kind of thick stuff out there, hoping that they're not gonna be able to see me as I approach. But I'm just gonna hop in there, try to get as close as I can with the decoy. If I have to cover open ground, I'll pop up the profile decoy, and then if they see it, it's a deer. And if I get back to more cover, I'll drop it down, try to be as low key as possible, as long as possible. And then I'll make a game plan or game time decision once we actually, if we get close enough, or if I get close enough. Adrian's gonna watch from up here and hopefully try to get some of the stuff on video. But right now we're about 250 yards from where the deer are. Got to cut that to about 50 or less, obviously. So I think if I can get in the mix, at least we'll have a chance. But it's hot, not a lot of wind, and really dry grass, so should be interesting. I'm probably just gonna have to show the decoy. Like, I can basically see everything right now and can't get much lower.
He's running up there.
he didn't like. He's still running. That was wild. I ran into bow range, far bow range, and I was breathing so heavy there's no way I would have been able to steady a pin. He went booking it all the way, I think, across there. Maybe we'll find him again. Oh. Well, I just finally caught my breath after chasing that buck a half mile across a wide open field, but he was on a mission cruising, trying to find another doe, and I snort wheezed at him 3 or 4 times trying to get him to stop, and I finally got about 50 yards away, snort wheezed at him, he stopped, took one look at the decoy and booked it. And now we're back to square one. So we're heading to a different property where we were at this morning. Maybe we'll see non-tippy. Otherwise, we're just gonna go get in the field. Much better. We're gonna decoy a big boy tonight. He's not intimidating anybody now. Much better. Ground call.
Do we try to go right around the lake, like directly?
Probably pretty close.
Let's go see how short the grass is. Got eyes on him still. Where is he? Hey, get ready. I think he got spooked from something that way. I don't think he smelled us. I don't think it had to do with the decoy. He was running. I think somebody pulled him down there. Well, he's in here. He might come back too. You never know. Jason tells me.
That's a shooter. It's not a giant, but. There's one.
Matt. Matt. Did I miss?
Yep. Get another arrow. He's going to get downwind of him, so we should have a closer shot. Not to shoot him.
Matt.
Oh, he's right there still. Like 50 probably.
Burp. 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 Burp.
You hit him.
His back, his back. Hey, he's right here. He's right here. Come here. Dude, look back.
Get your bow.
Bleeding pretty good.
Can you see where you hit?
Look a little far back.
Can you see on there?
I don't see him right now. He's there. God, I think he's somewhere. Oh, I see him. What the heck just happened?
That's what I was wondering. Last day in Kansas.
Last day, we've had 3 shooter bucks basically within bow range. Well, he came into the decoy. I don't know how I missed him. I shot right over his back.
I think you shot low.
Shot under him.
I was watching, I was like, ooh, that's back. And I was like, that didn't even hit.
I don't know how I missed. And yeah, and then he loops around and he's kind of coming in and he locked onto us because we're just sitting out in the open. Ranged him at 35 and he kind of looked like he was gonna run, so I ripped my bow back and he for sure ran. Got him to stop at 60, dialed my sight. Yeah, I think you stopped him. I think you got him to stop.
Trying.
And Yeah, I think the shot's just, I don't, what, did you watch
I think
back?
he might have I didn't watch it, but I think he might have started running at the shot. That could be part of it.
Yeah, but it looked like a liver hit. Most liver hit deer I see don't act the way he did, but we were running after him basically. So
But he still had like ears up, like he looked.
Yeah, he
like
looked.
He'll need some time. The dude's the last day in Kansas.
Yeah, I don't want to celebrate yet, but
Yeah.
dude,
That thing is a tank.
that one.
The one that was down there.
Dude, this one's a tank. He's got a broken G3, I think, but
The
like,
whole reason he was coming in was because we were trying to call to that deer,
Yeah.
which is crazy. I just looked up and he was like, just right there.
yeah, good spot. I mean, he ran it.
Yeah, he was hustling. What an incredible morning though. This is what November's about, right?
Yeah, especially for the last day.
Yeah.
Where it all started, the first place we sat this whole time in the same exact setup.
Exact same setup.
Too bad I just didn't drill him over the decoy. I probably should have waited. He looked a little skeptical at the decoy, so I was like...
I tried stopping him because I was like, let's not have another walking shot.
Yeah. Morning. We just shot a buck.
You say?
I just shot a real nice buck.
Really?
Yeah, the shot was, we're not sure exactly. We're gonna look back at the footage, but might be a long day watching and tracking, and I don't know if we'll have to shoot him again or what, but we had we had 3 different shooter bucks, one just slammer. I didn't shoot him, but I shot another really nice one, like super dark rack. Hey, any update on Jesse and Allison?
What?
Any update on Jesse and Allison?
That's not what I wanted to hear. Just that labs are stable. They're going to hold her off another day or two, it sounds like.
Oh,
Hopefully.
okay.
Any update on you?
Yeah, I just shot a big Kansas buck.
Did you?
I did.
Yes!
Today's our last day.
Yeah, we were praying so hard for you guys.
We had our best morning yet. The shot, we're not 100% sure on the shot. It looked a little bit far back, so I am staring at the bit of cover we saw him run into, and I'm not taking my eyes off it, and Adrian's gonna go get the other camera so we can look back on the footage. But yeah, just be excited. Hopefully we say a prayer that we find him.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm crying right now for you.
Heck yeah.
Oh, man.
Day 14.
Oh, heavens. Yeah, you guys, you earned this one. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh.
I just really hope we find him. It might be a long day, so.
Oh.
So we're heading back to the truck now. We watched back the footage, and from what we could see on just the tiny camera screen, it looks like it was high and back, which the shot was good, but he took off running as soon as he heard the shot, and so he hit him high and back is what we think, just looking at the camera. So who knows? Fingers crossed that we find this deer.
The last day delivered the kind of adrenaline-packed hunt that I had dreamed about for 2 weeks. After countless hours of grinding, I finally had my chance, but the weight of desperation clouded my judgment. Deep down, I knew better, but after 14 grueling days, I let the pressure take over. Instead of going in today and just busting it up, we figured we'd play it safe, get a tracker, and then hopefully, whether the deer's dead or not, we can have confidence in the decision versus us going in there, maybe not being able to find a lot of blood and then looking around not seeing anything. I'm anxious, been feeling the whole roller coaster of emotions all day. Hopefully this story has a positive conclusion to it, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's been a day. When the dog couldn't pick up a trail and the signs pointed to a non-lethal hit, the truth sank in. My gut told me that the buck would be fine, likely chasing does that very evening with little more than a sore back. Still, the frustration and uncertainty were heavy. I had to face the hard reality. I made 2 poor shots, and I let the moment get the best of me. Failure stings, especially when it's the result of my own poor decisions. I have to own that. But hunting isn't about perfection. It's about the journey, the lessons learned, and the moments that push us to be better. This leg of the 4for4 tour didn't end the way I envisioned. I came up short. But this story isn't over yet. With the late bow season on the horizon, I'm already thinking about a return trip. The mission may have failed, but the story is not finished.